Let's see how the stalls are. I'm gonna sweat my ass off now. Do. Good morning. It's almost afternoon though. Let's get these horses taken care of. Yeah, don't walk there. How's everybody doing today? Milo absolutely loves the snow. I think Milo wishes and hopes that this never ever goes away. I am keeping super warm because it is not -5 out. In the sun, yes, the sun, it's actually fucking 20 degrees out. So it like really feels warm. Like I just explained to Logan, it's because it's 20 degrees, 25 degrees warmer than when I got dressed this morning. So honest to God, I want to lose the fucking coveralls, bibs, because I like my coat. However, I think the coat might be easier to lose. We'll see. I'm not going to last in something. I don't know what layer's got to go, but one of them's got to go. I did my chores a little bit different today. I actually got the chores over at my other barn done. I would love to bring you guys there, but there is no service. I did try to go live there. Doesn't work. One thing I find funny is that you guys are so incredibly supportive that I can talk shit, and I know the people who say they support me will never watch this. I am in Vermont. 20, is it not that cold? It is 20 degrees out, or at least 20 in the sun. As I made a TikTok last night, or posted a live short thing, I don't mind if it's warmer than it feels like it is out. But when it's colder, that's what sucks. And today is one of those days that I prefer, where it is a gorgeous 20-degree day. Well, it's 12 degrees, but it feels like more than that because the sun's out. So one thing you'll notice is, like, I'll be able to point it out in a little bit. I guess they're all stuffing their faces right now, but this is when horses tend to like just stand around like zombies because they're sunbathing and it just feels so good on their skin. I've been listening to some self-help things. I know you guys are used to watching me talk to myself while I'm actually on the phone with one of my friends. Chick ain't interested in no yell. She's just enjoying the view. That's not true. I really like you guys. Because it really helps me with getting through to this. Really glad to support some people. And give them something to look forward to. But, I was gonna say, didn't stop. It's so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Yeah, I bet. Do. So I like listening to self-help. I think they've kind of helped me through a lot of things. Maybe I will sound like a trying to tell you guys things. But one thing I try to post here is way more real. I don't want to just post all the pretty stuff. Owning horses is not always pretty. I can hardly see you guys still over my breath. And I want to be real about it. I mean, you guys see me actually banging out the water buckets. I need to get two of my horses some water this morning. I can't go around pretending that I get to dress happy-go-lucky every day. I'm freezing. I mean, I'm not really today because, wow, something is stinging at my toe. I'm hot right now because of how overly dressed I am. I do think my toe just got frostbite, so there's that. I don't know what is going on. But I like being 100% real here. I'm not going to fake shit. And I'm not going to show it being easy. You guys get to go through all of the terror with me. I think it makes it more fun. But I just hate when I read or listen to self-help things that are telling you not to pay attention to the internet, that it's not real, that blah, 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 because I prefer being more real here. I am sad that people will look up stuff and sort of go off of that. Like, dude, yeah, it is sad to know that people are not all happy-go-lucky. I personally really like it when people are able to post, like, happy stuff. I love the family photo shoots that come out right. I don't want to hear or think about the fact that the mom had to scream to get the kids to smile, or that they put on credit card debt in order to get what they wanted. I like thinking that everything is honky-dory with people because it makes me sad that that is not true. Meanwhile, people are telling you that you have to remember that, and that's really shitty. I don't love that my toe is tingling like that. They don't talk back. No, but I can read them. Recently found out I can go through and reread the messages that are sent during my lives. I did not know that. I thought I had to just catch them here, which is why sometimes I have to scroll back for them and stuff, but my God, I get to now. Oh my God, that cannot be a good thing. I didn't even notice my toes getting cold, so. This wheelbarrow is full already. think they kind of got turned in earlier and out a little later. Let's see if walking is going to help that too. Not a very interesting person. No, but my horses are pretty cool, so there's that. Sing a song. Sing a song. There's the horsies. You guys can watch me struggle to get this down. It's really just one toe. I got shit to do, so I'm gonna have to skip. Ice. It just fell out, so it feels like I am like in half a wheelbarrow. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I know. I don't think it's actually frostbite. I don't know what's going on, but it'll live. Dentist office that I work at, I spoke to an older woman, and when I say older, I mean she was 100 years old. And I was used to talking to older people who get very sad because everyone they know is dead. Maybe I'm a little evil for the fact that I asked her about this. And she said, no, I know more people. I met more people. I know more people. And I thought that was really fascinating. Then today, while I was listening to a podcast, that pain has an expiration date. You're keeping it in the refrigerator. And I loved that because I've gone through a lot on the farm. Everybody has. If you have livestock, you have dead stock. It's just the unfortunate belief, how it happens, and that is what it is. However, if you hold on to that, like somehow it's your fault and the worst thing and trauma and it needs to become who you are, then that's who you're going to become. And who you are is just going to be sad and depressed and upset. Use it to fuel something, to grow something from. I do have a bit of anger that I need to come at peace with, and I'm not sure how I will ever release that. The reason I have a bit of anger is because not last year, but the year before, fall, so it has been over a year, I had a favorite horse in the entire world, and his name was Tux. And here's another thing, you do have to talk about the ones you loved in order to remember them. Those who don't know or have never noticed, I have this giant rock in my hand, and it around it has hair from Tux. I knew in late summer, fall, that something was severely wrong with him. He and I connected on a level like nobody else. And I knew he was dying. I told my vet he was dying, and she told me that we couldn't kill him off just because I was getting younger stock. By no means is that what I wanted. And she gave me hope that I was wrong. I think I'm probably laying down a pretty good obvious fucking path at this point. he died. He died a very violent death. I went to work him after 4 days of medication she had given me to open up his airways. And it turned out that his throat was closing. It's the same thing that Joey had. It's the same thing Tilly had. And he died. I technically didn't let him die that day. I couldn't say goodbye to him in 2 hours. You know, I went from recovering with him. I thought we were just going to do some physical therapy. You guys have watched me be an idiot about physical therapy for Tilly. I thought I was doing physical therapy with him and that we would be moving on, but instead, he died. So, that hurt a lot, obviously. Not to mention, I have quite a good amount of PTSD from hearing the noise of him wheezing, trying to breathe. It was a noise that was so loud that my friend could hear it through my headphone while she was on the phone. They could hear it in the back of the voicemail while I was leaving messages to the vets, and it was awful. And I have a hard time dealing with my beloved vet, who I do care about. We are all human. She made an honest mistake, and I try to come to peace with that, but it wasn't, she didn't really take a lot of grace on me after, when I needed it. And when we were unsuccessful last year with a lot of breeding, I felt like I was let down again. And ever since then is when I started taking my own breeding into my own hands. The real thing I'm trying to get to, though, is that you have to say goodbye to that pain. I can't keep bringing it up. I can't keep caring about it. Not because I don't care about him, but because if I keep harboring that and make that my story, nobody wants to follow that. Nobody wants to be around somebody who can't get over the fact that their horse fucking died. Horses die. If you have livestock, you have dead stock. Move on. The best you can do is just not get them killed because of your own stupidity, and wish the best of luck on the next ones. Last year is the first year I had a 6-horse hitch. Was never in the plans and games, and that is who I would rather be known for than the fact that Tux died. I really fucking wish Tux was in our lead, but after him passing, that is actually why I decided to keep Joey, because of it. What? I need to